to the spoilers section. And
this is the spoilers discussion.
Yeah, so let's just start this out. Nick Fury gets his eye cut by the cat, and that's it? The cat just goes like that, and that's it? That's the cool reveal?
If we can find the clip, if we can find the clip, play it right now, because I'm pretty sure he says, the last time I trusted someone, this happened.
No,
he says something around the line of that.
Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye.
Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye.
So is that's effing with the lore? Because what is he really saying that he was being serious about trusting a cat?
And he wouldn't trust the cat when tentacles just came out of him.
That
quote doesn't make any sense.
That quote was awesome at the time because I'm like, oh wow, would he like trust his like friend or something? Did he like cut his eye in a war? I mean,
yeah, did a scroll stab him at least? That would have been
yeah, seriously, that would have been. I mean, that's just the beginning of it. The main one about her being made fun of all her life.
Getting a baseball thrown
at her head. Only she had a baseball thrown at her head. I played baseball for my entire childhood, and I got hit by probably 50 pitches, and some guy that threw 95 miles an hour threw one right above my head. Like, you stand up. You don't flip and lay down there. I mean, you get up.
No, you do stand up, and that's good. But to make that seem like that's her tough past about being a female, literally someone goes on a go-kart past her and says, you're supposed to go slow? First of all, those are kids. You don't, a kid, when I was in elementary school, girls made fun of boys, boys made fun of girls, first of all, and that's like her big motivational speech.
There's that one, there's the military one where she's training and they're all like, you can't do it, you're a girl. Like, no one, I'm sorry, I don't know what world people are growing up in. Yeah, there's jerks, there's idiots, but the world I grew up in, I didn't see one instance where someone, I would say 99.99% of people I knew were normal, nice people, and I was brought up in a world that you treat women nice. You don't disrespect anyone. You show respect to everyone that you're around. Yeah, there's always a couple idiots here or there, but to act like men are just these sexist pigs and to generalize all white men, and not just just men in general. I mean, they did do specifically white men in this movie, and they've said that in the press tour. I was never brought up that way, and I always treat women with respect. And to act like men are these pigs and to be like just to bash men the entire time, it's just like, what are you talking about? I mean, that just makes me so mad that you're pushing that angle when I've never done anything like that, and I know the majority of men out there are good people, and that any sane, rational human being respects another human being, and it just drives me crazy that they just think they can just bash men for it's just, I mean, it is just, it makes me want to flip and just throw up here.
That one comment.
Well, let's get into that too, because the other ones you've heard for all the ones. The guy says, "You do know why they call it the cockpit." That's a pathetic line. It's just like just a joke. I mean, no. I mean, that is such a cartoon line. Then also I know I've never heard it. The motorcycle guy saying like that stuff there. Then the other one was Nick Fury. Okay, so they're captured by the Kree once they realize that. We'll get into that in a second. The Kree was actually bad. They were bad by killing the Skrulls and just doing all this stuff and like lying to Captain Marvel. And they're scanning each thing. They scan the cat. They say that it's a danger. They put like a little like Hannibal Lecter thing on his mouth. Then they scan Nick Fury and say, human male, very weak, little to no threat. But then they don't scan the African American woman.
Yeah,
because I was ready for them to scan her and be like, very dangerous.
Most lethal on the planet. The best thing is that at the end of the movie, you know how Nick Fury dropped the thing and it called Captain Marvel, and I was actually excited at the end of Infinity War. Wow, that's awesome.
Definitely.
But now that
I was interested. I was beyond interested.
But literally, so she gives that to Nick Fury. Like, I rearranged it or something, which I don't know when she had time to do that. But she gave it to him and said, you can call me. I'll be a few galaxies. It can reach a few galaxies, like just only for emergencies. So apparently this isn't an emergency. And apparently this is an emergency. So an asteroid that's going to destroy the Earth isn't an emergency. And a Chitauri army that's going to destroy the Earth isn't an emergency.
This guy's not an emergency.
Winter Soldier, and they're about to take out like billions of people with machine guns on those things. That's not an emergency. Just the Avengers movies. I mean, an asteroid coming down, threatening to destroy the planet. Nick Fury's in that farmhouse. He knew all day that he was effing there. And then in Avengers, the first one, he knew because he was right there doing nothing, just talking to the Avengers. It is shocking how much they effed up that. I mean, it's shocking. If you go back to the Avengers, you're gonna be like, why the F did he not call her? And they're gonna have no explanation. Oh, what, did he try to and they just didn't show that and she was too far away or something? BS. I mean, such BS. It's not even funny.
I think the line you were gonna bring up a second ago that had to deal with, I don't even know what her name was, Rambo. That's not. I mean, that's a disgrace that they even call a character like her a name as awesome as Rambo. I mean, she could not shine Rambo's shoes.
Yeah.
And it's not. I'm not saying it because who it was. I'm saying it because of what they gave that character. What did she actually do in this film besides she couldn't shoot a gun? I mean, they threw her in there because she was her friend, but I mean, to give her that name, it's just. I mean,
I didn't even know that was her name.
They gave her that name because probably just to give her that Rambo name because Rambo is a white male that was destroying everyone. But the Skrulls aren't that bad. They're just these poor innocent little Skrulls.
Poor old helpless
that are running around helplessly. Their families are separated. And he's talking to him. He's actually a good guy in this situation, actually. He says, he's trying to be polite. He's not even trying to be mean. He says, now, young lady, if you call me young lady one more time, then I'm going to shove my shoe up your butt or something like that. I'm like, okay, so now we live in a society where calling someone a young lady, which is what she was, is a disrespectful phrase. Yeah, you could say it in a bad tone. Like, I could say, like, I get that, but he didn't even say it in a disrespectful tone. That's being polite. Like, I would say, like, oh, thanks, young lady, or like, I mean,
yeah,
for an adult saying that to like a young lady. I mean, that's polite. Is that rude? What was he supposed to say? Listen here, you fat ugly bee.
I was literally we were just at Bar Lumi last week, and I held the door out for someone. So, thank you, young man. I was like, you're welcome.
Yeah, should
and
I?
I just went. I mean, like, what in the?
Yeah, so if I open the door and be like, hey, or someone holds. I hold the door open for someone. And they're like, hey, thanks, young man. Like, if you call me young man one more time, I'm gonna knock your effing teeth out. Like,
I'm not making that up.
It's just stupid. It's just so stupid. I mean, I was about ready to throw my flipping phone to the screen at that time.
No, literally, like, I'm not making that up. That was just it was at least a couple weeks ago. I remember someone said, "Thank you, young man," and I was like, "You're welcome." And then I walked in. I mean, that's the only piece. I know that's proof she is a snowflake in that movie.
I mean, and then another thing. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, you can like movies that I don't like. Like, I understand why.
We're not saying you can't like it.
I mean, I understand why people like it. They
if you like any political messages,
they want to see that. They want to. I mean, maybe they like the character. I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, I love Suicide Squad. And everyone hates that movie. I mean, I loved it. I mean, I'm not saying you can. I'm not telling you how you should feel about this movie. I mean, I just think we know how we feel about it, and it's just we could just keep going on and on and on. I mean, the whole time they're just bringing up how women can't do this, women can't do that. I mean, there's a lot of things that men can't do that they bash. They bash in every single movie of all time. They always make it seem like men can't take care of children. I mean, they've been doing that since forever.
It is really, really annoying when they make these things like about just the females have the tough times and stuff, because then there's someone like me who, I mean, I still look really young, and I was always short as a kid, and who got made fun of for that kind of stuff, but, I'm a white male, so just erase it. It's like, it's such a disgrace. People get made fun of for being fat, short, too skinny, glasses. It's like, it's unbelievable. Yeah. But then a white male totally erases anything. Any white male hasn't endured anything. It's such BS.
This is the great point here. Idiots come in all shapes and sizes. They're not white, they're not black, they're not Asian, they're not Chinese, they're not a certain sex, they're not a certain age. They come in all sorts of different forms. You just have to realize that they're the minority. They're beyond the minority. There's so many more good people in this world, and to focus on the jerks. There's a lot of jerk white guys. There's a lot of jerk black guys. There's a lot of jerk. There's jerks everywhere. It's not just one sex. It's not just one race. It's not just one. I mean, it's just.
Wonder Woman did not do any of this crap. I mean,
Wonder Woman did it. Wonder Woman did it 1,000 billion trillion times better than this film did, because it didn't make it about a female character. It made it about a character that was female. Do you get the difference? It's not a male character it's not a male that's a great character. It's a character that's a male, a great character that's a male.
Yeah, but Wonder Woman is literally like, this is the movie that I feared Wonder Woman would be. And it really makes me just want to watch Wonder Woman more, because that movie actually made a good superhero movie instead of just I mean, that's like the end fight with Wonder Woman and
Ares.
And the "I'm a Girl" song comes on. I'm like, oh my god! When Captain America's fighting freaking Thanos in the next one, a song better come on. I'm just a man, and like
that was one of the most cringeworthy moments I've ever seen in a film.
It was so bad.
And for no one even mentioned that, mentioned that is a disgrace.
Goodness.
I mean, that is just pathetic.
That was like the most embarrassing thing I've ever watched in cinema. The beginning of Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Did a song come on? I'm a man. No, it was a freaking awesome song they put to that. That is just, I cannot believe we wait. I mean, luckily we got matinee.
Yeah, we
just wasted $10.
We paid about as least as you can pay for this, and we will not be going back to see this a second time.
I don't want to buy this book. I don't want to see this again.
But
I just hope in Endgame that the Russo brothers handle this differently. I'm going to pretend like this movie doesn't exist.
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
Because I want to like the character. I want to root for the character.
It's going to ruin Endgame if it doesn't. I mean, I want it to.
I swear, if she stays the same like this, and they keep pushing the same little flipping feminist angle in this movie, it is going to make people. It's not just us. There will be riots. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is all built up to this huge moment, and you shoehorn this character in there like this just to get a female in there when there were already females in the flipping Avengers. Scarlet Witch is one of my favorite characters. Black Widow I've always kind of liked
Gamora,
from the
Nebula.
beginning. Gamora, Nebula, Mantis.
Freaking the Ancient One is the best character
I like
ever.
Shuri. I don't like Shuri.
No, the Ancient One is literally... I like the Ancient One more in Doctor Strange than the white male. I literally did.
Wait, did you say Valkyrie? I like Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkyrie, yeah. Hela. I mean, she's a villain, but...
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. If you don't think I wanted to like this movie, then you're insane, because this is a movie that is right before Endgame. I mean, like, I don't want this to ruin Endgame.
Yes. Sorry we want to live in a world where we don't have to, it's not focusing on race or gender. We just want to live in a world where everyone's looked at equally, and then you're looked on merit and the contents of the character's backstory and what they actually are, not what race they are. I mean, that's kind of why I was on the edge of Black Panther, because I didn't want him to be an awesome character because he's black. I wanted him to be a cool character because of whatever made him who he was, which is what they didn't push that as much as I thought they would. They did it good.
Yeah,
I gave it a positive review.
Yeah, Black Panther.
I'm not gonna give a Captain Marvel movie a positive review when they didn't try to do anything. I mean, you said it earlier. We go to these movies mainly. I mean, yeah, we want to see a good storyline, good characters. That's a big part of it. But we do like good action movies. I mean, that's what we want to break from reality to enjoy some awesome fight scenes. And then when you pair the awesome fight scenes with great characters, that's what are great movies to us. Really, really poor and sad thing to do right before your huge ultimate climax of your series. It's just pathetic that they did this.
I trust
just to ruin. I mean, everyone was so excited to see Avengers Endgame. I'm still excited to see it, but I mean, it takes a lot to reduce that excitement to see that movie, and they did a heck of a job at doing that. So good job, guys. You really set up for a great movie here.
I mean, I thought putting the Avengers Endgame a year after Infinity War wouldn't be enough time to force anything, but they found an effing way.
Think about it. Even Black Panther, they obviously there's no correlation to that in Captain Marvel, but think about it. They put Black Panther right before Avengers Infinity War so that they can get the spotlight and get them. He was already in Civil War, but that's I'm just making a correlation here. Like Black Panther right before Infinity War, give people a go for money. Then Captain Marvel right before Avengers Endgame. I mean.
Yeah, maybe Brie Larson will decide to show different layers in Endgame. I
Yes,
really hope.
show some character development. Maybe start acting like a human. Make a character like that I can relate to and actually root for. Because I want to root for Captain Marvel. I don't want to root for Thanos against Captain Marvel. But as of right now, I am rooting for Thanos to knock her into next year.
I know. I mean,
and it's not because she's a female. It's because her character is horrible and the crap that she said.
And anyone who says, I meant to say this, anyone that says I don't want, because Captain Marvel better not effing kill Thanos. And I am not just saying that because she's a female, because I've already stated in a video I posted on my effing channel that Nebula has the most right. Nebula and Gamora have the most right to kill Thanos and Nebula's only getting overshadowed. She's alive right now, and she got pieces of her ripped apart by Thanos, but Captain Marvel will probably overshadow her like she's not.
Also, Scarlet Witch now.
She's gone, but she disappeared in the snap. But yeah, that was another thing. People act like I would have so much rather seen a Black Widow movie and a Scarlet Witch movie.
Or a Nebula movie.
Yeah, or a Nebula back.
Nebula
Seriously.
Gamora childhood movie.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be so
awesome.
much better than like. And I don't know how they. I just don't know how they'd be able to find a way to f that up. But the Black Widow thing would be great.
They could find young girl actresses that could play a younger Gamora and a younger Nebula.
Yeah.
And that'd be I would be all in for that movie.
Yeah. So anyone that thinks I hate just female love movies, you're an
Hey,
idiot.
we-
Because
we-
I would love to see a Black
yeah.
movie. I've always
We
wanted
should
to
make
see
we should
that.
make a whole video just talking about all the different female-led movies that the Marvel could do.
Yeah,
instead of
Gamora
Captain
and
Marvel.
Nebula
Let's
fighting
see,
and getting
top-
just ripped off. That'd
Let's
be
do a top
great.
10 or top 5 female-led Marvel movies they should have made before
should've.
Captain Marvel.
An
Instead
ancient
of
one.
Captain Marvel.
An ancient one, freaking prequel. I mean, I love that character, and they killed her off, which sucks. That would have been awesome to see her fight Thanos. I mean, that would have been, and she's a female. I mean, that character is so awesome in that movie.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching this spoilers discussion of Captain Marvel, and get ready for some more of the same videos you keep seeing from the monster stuff. We're getting closer to Godzilla King of the Monsters. Shazam's coming out in less than a month. Yeah, thanks for watching this spoiler discussion of Captain Marvel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.